65, 100, 125, 140, 165, 171, 172. Over and out.
Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to this, the Online Darts Live League, here on Sporty Stuff TV and the Online Darts YouTube channel. It is Saturday night, which means it is finals night, and the opportunity for 3 players to make their way through to Champions Week, and for 1 player to win the £2,000 weekly bonus for winning the night altogether. Before we look ahead to the action that's about to take place this evening, let's look back at the week we've seen so far here at the Live League. Well, Tuesday and Wednesday saw Group A as our priority, and it saw Gary Stone make it through on 18 points after a scintillating second day display to dislodge Martin Adams and Jared Cole in second and third respectively. The 3 of them started the second day level on points, but it was Stone who secured the first place through to tonight's finals. So, and that was the state of Group A. And yesterday morning saw the conclusion of Group C. And it was Matthew Edgar and Andy Jenkins who booked their spots into tonight's finals through that route. Edgar was the dominant force, losing just 2 of his 10 matches across 2 days to top the standings, whilst Rocky fought off the challenge of Robert Rickwood right at the last to get his berth and give himself a fighter's chance of making Champions Week. So Group C was the afternoon's focus. The evening was all about the culmination of Group B, where Graham Usher, the gambler, topped the group and finished in style, winning his last match last night with a 1-3-2 checkout. Him and Jared Cole were sparring for the top spot in the end, and they are joined in tonight's proceedings by Justin Smith, who edged out Martin Adams and Dan Reed at the end of 2 days' play. So that is how the players got to finals night, and without any further ado, let's get the action underway. Game 1 is Andy Jenkins against Jared Cole. A reminder tonight, the players are split into 2 groups of 3, as Andy Jenkins, the 51-year-old from Cosham, the former PDC World Championship semi-finalist, is Rocky, up against Jared Cole, age 21, from Hatfield, for a 23 grand target dart. Former Development Tour winner, is the king of the castle. A reminder that tonight players are split into 2 groups of 3. Now these are determined based upon performances throughout the duration of the week. So Andy Jenkins and Jared Cole are in Group 1. They are joined alongside Gary Stone, who won Group A on Tuesday and Wednesday. Jenkins and Cole playing in the opening game. Stone will then take on Andy Jenkins. The final game of Group 1 will be Jared Cole and Gary Stone. The top 2 from each group go through. Group 2 sees Justin Smith, Matthew Edgar and Graham Usher in action. Smith and Edgar will be game 2 of our evening. Graham Usher will then take on Justin Smith. And the final game of the group will be Matthew Edgar up against Graham Usher. We'll then have a quick break between the group matches and the first semi-final. We'll play the 2 semis. Then we'll have another little break ahead of the 3rd, 4th place playoff. That is for the 3rd and final spot at Champions Week. The 2 winning semi-finalists will go through to Champions Week, but we'll come back for the final for the chance to win the £2,000 weekly bonus on offer. So that is how we are going to run things this evening. I'm Henry Deacon. I'm going to be in the chair throughout the duration of the evening's action. And you can get in contact with us here at the Live League. Keep your comments fun, keep them clean, and you can tweet us at Darts Live League on Facebook,
First leg,
Twitter,
Andy to throw first.
and Instagram.
Game on.
The voice of the 3rd man in the room, Paul Hinks, signifies the beginning of finals night.
100.
It's been a long week for the pair here at the Live League. They've been here since first thing Tuesday morning.
140.
So this is their 5th consecutive day of darts.
123.
So these two met on Tuesday and Wednesday in Group A, and Jared Cole
46.
was a
Andy Ricard,
convincing winner on
138.
both occasions. Won 4-2 on Tuesday before a 4-1 victory on Wednesday against Jenks. But it is the man from Cosham
60.
who's looking to get first blood in their third renewal this week. Perhaps their most important. It may not be because
100.
they
Andy
could meet
Ricard,
later on
78.
in either the playoff or the final. But for the opening leg, Andy Jenkins wants 78. Tops.
Game shot on the
And
first
he'll happily
leg.
take
Andy
a 15
Jenkins.
darter with the darts to open up the evening's account. So Andy Jenkins is up and running.
Second leg, Jared
in
to throw
finals
first.
night.
Game on.
A nice, comfortable holder throw for Rocky. But back comes Cole.
140. $96. 134. 100. 134.
Well, we mentioned it yesterday, didn't we? When Jared Cole's first start at whatever treble it is stands up to attention like that, it's
100.
seemingly finding a
Jared require
second.
93.
And a potential 11 dart leg here. 12 will do on double
61.
16. Just inside. Not to panic though, because he has got the luxury of time. And so far it's been very comfortable in this match for the player thrown first in the leg.
41. Jared require 32.
To continue the trend for the second consecutive leg.
No score. Andy Ricard,
And this time
164.
Jenkins is on a finish. But he will not take out the 164. This was Jared's Achilles heel
100.
yesterday.
Jared
His scoring
require
was
32.
in patches immaculate. It was a doubling that was undoing him in patches.
Game shot on the second leg. Jared
The
Cole.
double 16 with his 16th dart brings him back level at 1 apiece. It has been comfortable on throw
Look like Andy
thus
to throw
far.
first. Game on.
Andy Jenkins won't mind that because he's the man throwing first in the odd numbered legs. So, and that is the averages on the bottom of your screen at
77.
this still relatively early stage of the match, or at the early to middle parts. 92.27 for Jenkins, 90.21
95.
for Cole. Yet to see a max in this match.
97.
Jared Cole has been the maximum man this week. Right on cue.
180.
27 180s in 18 games. You could out make that
57.
28 in 19. Scoring
96.
of the highest order. Jenkins himself has played 2 games more. He's played 20, being in Group A and Group
80.
C. He's hit
Jared
14
Ricard,
maxes this week.
130.
It's all about the finishing now. Jared Cole's best finish this week is a 156.
75.
He won't take out the 130 in this leg.
$96. Jared Ricard, 55.
So 55 to break the trend of comfortable holds in this match. Tops. Now double 10.
Game shot on the third
Which
leg.
he
Jared
beds.
Cole.
And Jared Cole gets what could be a crucial breaker throw against Andy Jenkins. Is it going to be darts
Fourth leg,
Javu
Janet to throw
for the man
first.
from
Game on.
Hatfield and claim a third victory of the week against Rocky?
59. 140. 100. 31.
Well, that score there has opened the leg up and then some for Jared Cole with the darts, but
11.
responds with an uncharacteristic score of his own.
96. 60.
And after that visit, you can say that Andy Jenkins has stolen the darts, so could to get that break back which he lost in the last leg, and is going
96.
a long way to doing it. Leads 138 after 12.
101.
Much
And you look at
obliged last treble
138.
to leave him on the big fish. But Jenkins may just take out the 138 double 12 for it.
126. Dada
Just
Dukar
slams itself
170.
inside for the biggest fish of them all. The bullseye.
134. Andy Dukar 12.
That would have felt like a body blow for Andy Jenkins. He's back for double six. Both players have missed the darted double for big outshot.
6.
And Jenkins has missed
Dada
three more
Dukar 36.
for the leg. Both players
28.
have missed
Andy Dukar
numerous
6.
darts to win this leg. But it is
Shot in the
Andy
fourth
Jenkins
leg.
who
Andy
mops up
Jenkins.
in the end in the most southern region of the board of double three. Gets the break back. We are back on throw. It is two
This
apiece
leg, Andy,
here,
to throw
and it is a
first.
best
Game
of
on.
three to claim the opening match of the night. So those are the averages on your screen now. Played somewhat
99.
by the doubles. Andy Jenkins 2 from 7. Jared Cole 2 from 10.
140. 97.
Just a reminder, after this we will get Group 2 underway, and it will see Justin
100.
Smith take on Matthew Edgar, who won Group C yesterday and won it quite commandingly.
105. 97. 44. Jaradurukar 164.
Well, he had a poke at the ball for the 170 in the last leg. He won't get a poke at the 164 in
And
this.
Jaradurukar 156.
And Jenkins won't get a poke at the 156 either, but he is going to leave it handy.
140. Jaradurukar
Well, this
100.
ton for Jared Cole simply has to go. Top's tops, or did he like the lie of the treble? I think that was the better play.
60. Andy Dukar 16.
Not sure how much you would have seen of the double bed, to be honest. So double 8 for Andy Jenkins. Now double 4.
Game
put
shot on the
himself
fifth leg.
a
Andy
leg
Jenkins.
away from claiming the opening game of the night, his opening victory of the night. Jared Cole has it
Six
all
leg
to
Jared
do
to throw
here.
first. Game
He
on.
has the darts in this leg, but if it was to go to a decider, it is Rocky who has the honours, and that's
120.
unlucky because we know where that was heading.
$59. $140. $60.
Well, this looks as if it's going to be a comfortable leg on throw for Jared Cole.
57.
May have just put the commentator's curse on that.
99.
6 darts from 184 to send us level. That's part
45.
one of the rescue act done. But the hardest work would be in the last leg to break Jenkins. He has done that in this game once before.
100. Jared Dukar 139.
139 to get job 1 completed.
59. 140.
And my word, is this 80
Jared Dukar 80.
going to be under all sorts of pressure. Double 10. Doesn't go.
60.
And
Andy
he
Dukar
knows
43.
that Jenkins is back for the match. He wants 43 for the opening rubber. Three for tops.
Game shot
And
on the
Andy
match.
Jenkins claims the opening game of the night. He beats Jared Cole by 4 legs to 2. Cole won the opening 2 games of the week between the pair, but on Saturday night it is Rocky who has come out fighting as he tries to claim a place at Champions Week. Those are the statistics on your screen. 86.3 average for Jenkins, 85.92 for Cole. But the key statistic is the checkouts. 4 out of 10 for Jenkins, a 40% return. 2 from 12 from Jared Cole. And that, unfortunately, was his undoing there. So that is game 1 of finals night in the books. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we're going to begin Group 2 when we're going to see Matthew Edgar in action. He takes on Justin Smith. It's prime time, which means it is showtime for our Group C winner this week, Matthew Edgar, as he takes on Justin Smith as we get Group 2 here at the Online Darts Live League Finals night underway. So Justin Smith, the 24-year-old from Cardigan in Wales, the bearded dragon, is back for finals night as he takes on the 35-year-old from Daventry.
First leg is Justin to throw
Darts
first.
Is prime time.
Game on.
And I'd like to say a very warm welcome to all of you joining us on Sporty Stuff TV. I hope you enjoyed
100.
the coverage of the derby in the greyhound racing world.
60.
Hopefully now you'll be able to sit back, relax and enjoy a Saturday night at the darts. And we've got some top quality tungsten
59.
for you. Playing tonight is Andy Jenkins, Jared Cole and Gary Stone in Group 1. This is Group 2 we're focusing on. The two men on your screen, Justin
59.
Smith and Matthew Edgar, are joined by Graham Usher. If you missed the opening game of the night, Andy Jenkins took on Jared Cole. Jenkins won
140.
by 4 legs to 2, averaging 86.3.
140.
But this is a
100.
very productive opening leg on throw for Justin Smith. Makes it hard for
92. Justin your car
Edgar to
102.
try and obtain the break. 102 to get it done within the regulation 15. Double 16.
Shot on the first
And that
leg,
is a
Justin
ton
Smith.
topper to start the night for Justin Smith. He's been in this kind of mood for the last 24 hours or so. The
Second leg is
ton
Matthew
plus
to throw
hitting in
first. Game
terms of
on.
checkouts has really been one of his trademarks this week. And it begins here in the finals. It gives him a
91.
1-0 lead against Matthew Edgar, who won 8 of his 10 matches in Group C to qualify top.
140. 100.
Just a look at the stats for the week for the players.
40.
Both came in Group B and C respectively. We'll begin with Justin Smith. He played 8 games, 1-4, lost 4.
140.
Overall average of 93.15. His best of 102.48. Hit 10 maximums,
60.
including
Matthew Ricard
4 in a
170.
match. Here's Graham Usher yesterday as Matthew Edgar disappoints in our
58.
hopes of getting a big fish in this particular leg.
121. Matthew Ricard 112.
Edgar here wants 112 for back-to-back ton plus finishes in this match. It's not going to happen
100.
with this
Justin
visit.
Ricard
Needs a sub double 6,
140.
but Justin Smith can go back-to-back. Well, not now. So Matthew Edgar
100. Matthew Ricard 12.
back for double 6 to level us up at 1 apiece. And
Game
he
shot on the
duly
second
does
leg.
with the
Matthew
last
Edgar.
dart in hand. So Matthew Edgar gets us back level at 1 apiece. It's all going with throw thus far.
Third leg, Justin to throw first. Game on.
Those are the averages
44.
after 2 legs. 91.45 for Justin Smith, 85.2 for Edgar.
93.
This week has seen him play 10, win 8. Overall average of 88.38, 5 maximums.
135.
39% overall on the doubles. And a high out of
58.
150.
121. 140. 41.
And after that visit, Matthew Edgar has stolen the darts in the third.
83. Justin Ricard 160.
Unless Smith could have pinned the 160, but he's going to keep it handy.
140. Matthew Ricard 127.
127. And game. And game!
Game shot on the third leg. Matthew Edgar.
Say the line, Paul. Say the line. Bullseye securing
Fourth leg, Matthew to throw first.
127
Game on.
and game for Matthew Edgar. But more importantly, a breaker throw. And more importantly,
One under the leg.
steals the momentum. And just as importantly, gets our first maximum.
134.
And is following up.
One
Following
under
up!
the 80. $40.
We have not seen
Matthew
it
Ricard
happen
141.
at the live league so far this year. Treble 19. Just
89.
above the wire. A sense of excitement here at the live league. as
85.
Matthew
Matthew
Edgar
Ricard
nearly
52.
treated us to the perfect 9. 11 will do for his cause.
Game shot
12
on
will
the
most
fourth leg.
certainly
Matthew Edgar.
suffice. Matthew Edgar was 7 darts into the 9 dart leg. Gets it done in 12. Importantly for him, though, he's backed up the break with a
Looks like
hold.
Justin to
And
throw
is now
first.
just
Game on.
1 leg away from beating Justin Smith in their opening game of the group.
60.
And look how quickly, though,
57.
back-to-back maximums, and the 12 dart leg has propelled Edgar's average up. Now 95.5.
140. $45.
Coming up after this, we go back to Group 1. Gary Stone's
96.
campaign gets underway. We haven't seen him since Wednesday afternoon. He takes on Andy Jenkins, and it could be soon
One under the leg.
because Matthew Edgar is on the charge.
$59. $59. Justin Ricard 146.
To keep himself in the match and to give himself something he can cling on to.
56.
Spells he
Matthew
has
Ricard 160.
been trying to feed on scraps. That would have been the way of always to win the match for
60.
Matthew Edgar.
Justin Ricard 90.
Well, that is plumb bullseye.
42. Matthew Ricard 100.
So a straight up ton. Top stops. No, elects to go treble 16
Game
for
shot in
double
the match,
16
Matthew Edgar.
to outfox a commentator and to outfox Justin Smith. Matthew Edgar's night is off to the perfect start. He is a 4-1 victor over Justin Smith. Went back-to-back maximums, treated us to a 127 in game and a 3-dart average of 94.2, a checkout ratio of 57.14%. Justin Smith 1 from 2 on the doubles bed, but it was Edgar's power scoring, as you can see in the scoring segments there in the graphic, that proved to be the difference. Well, we're going to take a short break. When we return, Gary Stone's campaign for the evening gets underway. He takes on Andy Jenkins. the man who took Group A by storm, Gary Stone, returns to the live league for finals night, and he takes on the man who's already taken finals night by storm, Andy Jenkins. So here is the 40-year-old from Larkhall, Scotland. Stoney, been around the block of the BDO World Championship.
First leg is Gary to throw first.
There's Andy Jenkins.
Game on.
Off to the perfect start for the night, beating Jared Cole 4-2 in his opener.
140.
If Andy Jenkins wins this game, he's through. No debating that. It would make the game between Jared Cole and Gary Stone a shootout for progression.
60.
Remember, it is from two from three, should I say, who make it through to the semi-finals.
100.
So by winning that opening game, you do by virtue put 1
55.
foot into the semi-finals. It's never a cast iron guarantee.
39.
More likely than not, you're going to see your way through.
$140.
Gary Stone is
96. Gary Lucar,
starting
106.
where he left off on Wednesday. 106 in the opening leg. As you
On
do.
the first leg.
Gary Stone starting where he left off. A 106 finish to start his night.
Second leg, Andy to throw first. Game on.
Leads Andy Jenkins 1-0.
140.
For regulation 15.
131.
Putting the Jenkins throw under severe pressure.
$100.
Well, let's have a look at Gary Stone's week. It was only Tuesday and Wednesday where he played. He's been milling around the last couple of days in and around the vicinity.
83.
He won 9, lost 1 in Group A over 2 days. An overall average of 96.77. Hit 17 180s. 40% on the doubles. A high out of 151.
180.
Add another one to the mix. Make that 18 for the week.
$81. Gary Lucar, 107.
Well, he hit a 106 to win the first leg. Can still... Not now. It's a 107 to win leg 2. He may not win leg 2 altogether because Jenkins has tops. Now 10s.
Game shot on the second
14
leg.
dart
Andy
hold of throw, and you really did sense that that was a crucial hold of throw for Andy Jenkins of Gary Stone on
Gary
the charge. But it
first.
is the Scotsman who has the darts here in leg 3. And look at the averages. 104.6.
140.
Well, that goes up and up a great deal to 108.
$45. $100.
Gary Stone set his live league best average this week.
44.
112.2. Still relatively early days to be drawing
57.
parallels and be drawing comparisons. But if you can keep at this level, you could be knocking on this door. Andy Jenkins is trying to knock on the door that says break a throw. And Gary Stone is slamming it shut.
140. 100. Gary Lucas 64.
So for yet another comfortable hold in this match. 8 for tops.
Game
is
shot
the
on the
MO.
third leg.
He
Gary
loves it
Stone.
up the top end of the board. And Gary Stone gets
Gandhi to
himself
throw first.
back
Game on.
in front all with throw thus far. Andy Jenkins
45.
needs to find a break at some point. But his more
140.
immediate threat could be being broken himself.
96. 96. 48.
Because it is Saturday night, we will reveal the lineup for next week. We'll do that in game 4.
133.
All I'll say is, if you like your darts of the European variety,
44.
you will
Gary
not be
Lucas
disappointed.
132.
Well, this is a finish that never disappoints. Trouble 19 for the bull, but the bullseye would have been completely obscured.
60.
Not that he would have needed to have gone for it with Jenkins all the way back on 268, and this does look to be a rather
98. Gary Lucas 72.
comprehensive and comfortable break for Gary Stone. And it could be done here with double
Game shot
12,
on
and
the
it's
fourth
done there
leg.
with
Gary
double
Stone.
12, and Gary Stone gets a big break of throw, puts himself within 1 of victory against Andy Jenkins.
With Gary to throw first. Game on.
An average of 104.14.
81.
3 from 3 in the checkouts as well.
60.
He is setting the tone. He is setting the standard. He's telling everybody else
180.
that this is the standard you're going to have to play at if you're going to get the better of me this evening.
59. 78.
'Could have gone for 17s there, Gary.
140.
Not that it matters, a long way in front.
96.
Leaves 66 after 12. Averaging
134.
a
Gary
shade under
Lucas 66.
105. Tops.
46.
And the
Andy
biggest shock
Lucas
is
108.
he's missed one. And Andy Jenkins knows this has to go. Well, that's a happy accident because it leaves
92.
double 8.
Gary Lucas 20.
Up for 5s.
10. Andy Lucas 16.
But that is 4 mismatched darts for Gary Stone.
Game
And
shot on the
Andy
fifth leg.
Jenkins capitalises,
Jenkins.
gets the break back. He is still in this game. He has the throw in the next to take us all the way
Six leg
to a
Andy to throw
decider.
first. Game on.
Four darts have come and gone for Gary Stone to win this darts match.
99.
He will know. But more importantly, Andy Jenkins will know.
140.
But immediately piles the pressure on to Rocky's throw.
134. 123. 98.
I was going to say, has to move over to the 18 bed.
100. Andy Rukar,
We've seen
170.
this clip by Jared Cole already tonight. It won't happen for Andy Jenkins.
45. Gary Rukar, 138.
138 to win it. And down to treble 19s for double 12.
58. Andy Rukar, 125.
And this would be some way to stay in the match. 125. Triple 20. Tops.
85.
Clips
Gary
the
Rukar,
wire.
80.
And so Gary Stone has already had 4 for the match. He's going to get 1 more. At tops. His favourite double.
60.
Make that 5
Andy
missed
Rukar,
darts for
40.
Gary Stone.
Game shot
And
on
you
the
have
sixth leg.
to send Andy Jenkins to the canvas. You have to provide the knockout blow because Rocky is still fighting and he's going to
Seventh and
battle
final leg is
away
Gary to throw
for the
first.
2
Game on.
points in this deciding leg.
$136. 60.
However, that was not the start the man from Caution would have wanted.
134. 58.
Well, Gary Stone is running
180.
towards the finishing line now. 51 points away, looking for a
Gary Rukar,
potential 11
51.
dart leg in the decider. Tops. Double 10.
31.
That is now 7 missed darts for the match. He's gonna
100.
get 3
Gary
more.
Rukar, 20. Game shot and the
And
match.
as they
Gary
say
Stone.
in darts, the hardest double to hit is the last. Gary Stone, in the end, gets that last dart at double with a 100.5 average, an impressive average at that, but it's at 4 from 11 on the checkouts. He was 3 from 3 after the opening few legs. However, mismatched darts has really brought that checkout percentage down for Andy Jenkins, 84.7. 3 from 9 on the doubles, a 33.33 checkout percentage. Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, it's game 4, return to Group 2. And we're going to see Graham Usher for the first time tonight as he takes on Justin Smith. Well, if this match is anything like yesterday's encounter, we could be in for a classic as Graham Usher takes on Justin Smith. The pair met in Group B yesterday as we get our first look at Graham Usher, the 49-year-old from Scarborough, throwing a 23-gram custom dart, former quarter-finalist at the World Masters. When these two met yesterday, it was reigning maximum.
First leg is Graham to throw first.
7 legs. Justin Smith hit
Game
4
on.
of them. Usher 3 of them. The gambler topped Group B and was imperious in doing so.
100.
It's Justin Smith who is beginning
59.
to get a reputation at the Live League for being Mr. Friday.
94.
Really kicked into gear yesterday. Secure that third spot from underneath the noses of Dan Reed and Martin Adams.
60. 41. 28.
So having a chat with Justin in the production corridor before we got underway this evening, and he was
101.
talking about how this is just one more big push. His third night playing on the bounce.
60.
It does take some adjusting to in what is effectively a brand new body clock.
125.
Not it's affected Graham Usher one bit this week. He leaves himself tops after
60.
15
Daniel Carr 40.
to take the opening leg.
Game
With a
shown on the
minimum of
first leg,
fuss.
Graham Usher.
Graham Usher is starting where he left off last night as one of the dominant forces this week, and that was really a
leg,
regulation
Justin to throw
opening leg
first.
for the
Game on.
gambler.
$84. 100. 93.
One of the privileges of being sat in this commentary box on
100.
a Saturday night is I get to tell you who gets to play next week at the Live League. It's
140.
a very European flavour next week. This is Group A. You've got Ian
60.
Conterman, Connor Heenahan, Davy Prouston, Jan van Veen, Nathan Gervin, and Thibaut Tricol.
136.
I'll tell you the names in Group B and Group C in just a second because Justin Smith
100.
on the
Justin
verge.
O'Connor 48.
of a hold of his own. And another
Game shot on the
regulation
second
leg.
leg. Justin Smith.
And these two are doing all that they have to do on throw thus far.
Third leg Graham to throw
And that
first.
double
Game on.
eight brings Justin Smith back level. There is a gap, there is a disparity in the averages.
26.
However, if you can get the legs on the board with throw, okay, Justin does need a break somewhere in this
97.
match, admittedly. If you throw well on the legs, you win. Doesn't matter what you do in the legs, you lose as long
100.
as you win the match. So,
60.
I told you Group A. Here are the names joining Group B.
140.
Barstow, James Richardson, and Mike Gillett, who is at the minute
140.
in Romania and in a semi-final. He could be coming here,
90.
safe in the knowledge that he's qualified for the 2023 WDF World Championship, safe in the knowledge that he's won a gold-graded event. And I shall tell you the names
94. Graham
of those
Newcar
in Group C
145.
in leg 4.
52. Justin Newcar 110.
110 for break of throw. 18 for double 16.
94. Graham
It
Newcar
flies
93.
the wrong side of the wire.
Game shot on
And
the
he will
third
not
leg. Graham
get
Usher.
another go because Graham Usher makes it 2-1. It's all been about the legs with the darts in this game.
Fourth
That's
leg,
not
Justin
good
to throw
reader for Justice
first. Game
Smith
on.
because somewhere along the line he's going to need a break.
100.
So I've told you
100.
Group A, I've told you Group B. This is Group C for week 4. Kai Fan Leung,
58.
Reese Hayden and Scott Walters join the fray.
81.
An intriguing looking group,
81.
some new names, some debutants, some European flavour.
60.
Alongside some regulars who are playing well. Hard one to call. So do join us
134.
from 9:30 on Tuesday morning on Sporty Stuff TV
100.
And the
Justin
online
Newcar
darts YouTube channel.
128.
to see all the action unfold. Back here, Justice Smith wants 128 but drifts into the single one.
$112. Graham Newcar 160. 100. Justin Newcar 16.
Double 4,
No score.
one wire, one
Graham
bed.
Newcar 60.
And you can tell the frustration on the face of Justice Smith.
Game shot on the fourth
Because
leg.
he's
Graham
a leg
Usher.
away from elimination. Graham Usher is 3-1 up. 20 for
This leg Graham to
tops.
throw first. Game on.
In 2, clean kill. And he's a leg away with the darts here
43.
to see the job through. Huge moments that. They're come and gone
96.
for Justin Smith. Just 1 out of 6 on the doubles. Meanwhile,
140.
every time Graham Usher has had a dart at the outer ring, he has hit it.
55. 59.
'Right, Justice Smith lost his
95.
first game of the group 4-1 to Matt Edgar. He's 3-1 down here.
99.
He's staring elimination in the face at the minute. He's going to have to do something remarkable,
60.
something
Graham Newcar
special.
160.
He's back against the wall. His campaign could be over if Usher gets tops.
Game shot on the match.
What
Graham
a way
Usher.
to finish for Graham Usher. He saves his best finishes for last. A 160 to finish things off. Have a look at that. Top seals it for the gambler. Justin Smith is eliminated. 92.13 dart average. But have a look at that on the checkouts. 4 from 4, 100%. And a high checkout of 160. That was quite simply superb from Graham Usher. And a bit like yesterday, the 132, saving his best until the very last. Well, we're going to take a short break here on Sporty Stuff TV. When we return, we're going to see Jared Cole back in action. He has to win against Gary Stone. Well, Jared Cole needs to win and win big if he is to get himself through to the semi-finals here at finals night of the Online Darts Live League up against Gary Stone. Here is Jared Cole, 21 years of age, from Hatfield, former development tour winner, the king of the castle. It's throwing a 23-gram target dart. Up against Gary Stone, aged 40, from Larkle. Formerly made the last 16 of the BDO World Championships as Stoney.
Game on. And
this is the scenario in Group 1. Any win for Gary Stone, he's through.
58.
And Andy Jenkins will join him in second place. A 4-0 victory for Jared Cole would see him top the group.
85.
And Andy Jenkins go through in second. If Cole wins 4-1 or 4-2, is Andy
99.
Jenkins first and Jared Cole second. If Jared Cole was to win 4-3, Andy Jenkins would go through top and Gary Stone would go through second. So Jared Cole here can only afford to lose 2 legs.
78. 43.
'Wonder how prepped he is of the scenario, or whether
78.
he decided just to go out there, throw the darts, and what may be, may be.
58.
He's a very relaxed character, is Jared.
96. 137. Jared, you require 92.
There's 92 for one of those legs that he needs. Level 17 for double
76.
8.
Gary, you require 38.
It has been the doubles that has been his demons over the last couple of days. Splits the 38 as Gary Stone. Now double 8.
22.
But he's missed 2.
Gary, you require 16.
Are we seeing crucial moments right at the very get-go?
Game
Because
shot on the
Jared
first
Cole
leg. Jared
pins
Cole.
the double 8, gets his first leg on the ball. Remember, he can only drop 2 legs in this match if he
Second leg,
is
Gary,
to
throw
progress.
first. Game on.
Well, he's got the first of 4 in the opener in a leg which he could have just as easily lost.
40.
Well, that's unlucky for Gary Stone. And Robin Hood. And his first visit to the board. Now that, I thought may well have just been a
60.
nice first dart for Jared. So we've been talking about how when the darts stand up, it tends to be a really nice lie for him.
140. 140.
Again, that's a nice start for Gary. Again, it stands up to attention.
140.
And the way the second dart went in, it made the treble bed bigger.
96.
I know it sounds silly, but it feels as if you've got more room
76.
to plonk another treble in.
80.
And will that be
Gary
crucial?
Urucar 105.
Hasn't got much room for manoeuvre here, is Jared Cole. And Gary Stone is looking for tops.
65.
She goes
Gary
just
Urucar
above the wire for
125.
105. But has tops. Should he come back? Will come back.
105. Gary Urucar 40. Game shot on the second
Gary
leg.
Stone
Gary Stone
is back level. The equation for him really is simple. Win and you are in to the semi-finals.
First, game on.
Those are the averages at this early stage.
60.
You could tell that this is a significant match. Both of them
100.
just look a little bit nervy, but I think both know the scenario here. Okay, Jared needs to win 4-2, but it is
93.
an in effect winner-take-all match.
60.
Mind that after this, we are going to see Matthew Edgar
60.
against Graham Usher. Now, that game is to sort out positions more than who's going through.
96.
That group's completed because Justice Smith lost both his games, have been eliminated, having been beaten by both Edgar and Usher. So then
140.
to just sort out who finishes where going in to the semi-finals.
81. Jared Khan 148.
Another.
100. Jared Khan 164.
We've seen a 160. We will not see a 164 in this leg.
75. Jared Khan 48.
We keep getting to this scenario in the leg, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger for Jared
40.
Cole. And
Gary
two more
Duquan,
missed
89.
darts. And suddenly, if Gary Stone breaks here, Cole has to win every single leg in the remainder of this match. The bullseye
56. Jared Khan 8.
is missed, so Cole gets a reprieve.
Four.
But doesn't use it. There were three
Gary
more thrown
Khan
darts, but
33.
to no avail. And Gary Stone and put him in effect on group point.
15.
But he can't convert.
Jared Khan 4.
Both players are feeling the significance of the moment, of the match, of these particular set of darts. Up to the madhouse.
Game
Sheer
shot on the
madness.
third leg. Jared Cole.
But Jared Cole won't care because he opens up a 2-1 lead. That would have been shaky times for the King of the Castle because he knows if he was broken, he would have had to have
Both
won the
had Gary
lot.
to throw
Otherwise,
first.
he
Game on.
was out. But back comes Stone.
140.
As I mentioned, it doesn't matter what scenario for him. Just win and he's in.
58.
He doesn't have to play with the pressure of, well, I've got to win by this
60.
scoreline or that scoreline. It's an added pressure, an unneeded pressure.
137.
He's got the pressure to win, of course, and lose, he may well be out.
140.
But he can just go up and play and not think about other scenarios.
59. Gary Khan 161. 65. 134. Gary Khan 96.
Treble 20. Would have left a dart at double 8.
56. Jared Khan 113.
Again, Jared Cole's in a sticky wicket. Can he get his way out of it by pinning
73.
tops? He can't.
Gary Khan 40.
Tops to put himself within a leg of progression. Double 10.
30.
And for the second
Jared
consecutive
Khan
leg,
40.
both players are missing multiple darts at double. tens.
Game shot on the
But that
fourth leg.
is
Jared
in,
Cole.
and that could be crucial for Jared Cole. 3-1 up, has the darts against Gary Stone to
Fifth
win the
leg. Jared to
match.
throw first.
If he can get it done in the next 2 legs, he
Game on.
is through. Remember, 4-3 isn't good enough for Jared Cole. Has to win 4-2 or better. Gary Stone knows he's had chances to win the last 2 legs.
119.
So in effect, has had chances to get himself through.
60.
You can see the averages on the screen. That's really been dictated to by the sheer amount of missed doubles. Jared Cole 3 from 15. Gary Stone 1 from 10.
45. 60. 80. 120.
Good recovery from the bounce out there from Gary Stone. Legs up in the offing, but Jared will have the advantage throwing first.
99.
But a 2 treble visit here changes it all.
100. Jared Yukar 158. 96. Gary Yukar 161.
So this 161 could have to go. Treble 17.
97.
Like a
Jared
right
Yukar
sickener.
62.
62 then for Jared Cole to win the match and to win his place into the semi-finals. He'll get 1 dart, a double
30.
16, which is missed.
Gary Yukar
Now
64.
3 from 16 on the doubles. 64 left, 16. Tops, he loves it up here. And loves
Game
it
shot
up
on
there
the fifth
again.
leg. Gary Stone.
And now this is the leg. If Gary Stone wins this and takes us to the decider,
Sixth leg. Gary to throw
he
first.
is
Game
through.
on.
Jared Cole has to break. Otherwise, his hopes of lively glory for phase 4 is over.
140.
And Stone starts with a 140. Again,
58.
has he been told? Has he had a look at the scenario in terms of having to win 4-2? Because now more of it comes
123.
into play. And he needs a lot here. And the maximum man
180.
conjures up one when he's needed it the most.
60.
And suddenly, this leg is back in the balance again.
59. 43.
Most certainly now.
54. Gary Yukar 135.
135. 20 for Bull would have secured his place to the semi-finals.
70.
He is the favourite to do it
Jared
still,
Yukar 150.
unless Jared Cole could nail the 150.
46. Gary Yukar 65.
And now his destiny is in the hands of Gary Stone. 9 leaves 56. 16 and tops. Tops. And
Game shot
Gary
on the sixth
Stone
leg. Gary Stone.
is through. Doesn't matter what happens in this deciding leg. Jared Cole will be eliminated.
Seven in the final leg. Jared to throw first. Game on.
What's in play now
140.
is how the group ends. If Gary Stone wins this leg. He tops the group. Andy Jenkins comes second. If Jared
68.
Cole can win this leg with the darts, he will help Jenkins out because it will be Jenkins who'll top the group from Gary Stone.
99.
Although the fate of the two men going through is done, the order in which
96.
they'll play in the semi-finals is still to be decided. We know the destiny now of our 4 semi-finalists. It will be Gary Stone, Andy Jenkins, Graham Usher and Matthew Edgar. Edgar and Usher will be deciding places in the next match.
100. Jared Dukar 164.
Why not finish in style, Jared? Another.
124.
We'll leave tops after 12.
140. Jared Dukar 40.
To finish the group with
Being shown in the
something
match,
to smile
Jared Cole.
about. Jared Cole wins for free. He wins the match, but he doesn't win the battle. Unfortunately for him, he's been eliminated. Congratulations to Andy Jenkins and Gary Stone, who qualify through Group 1. Let's tidy up then what happened in this match. 81.73, 83.45 averages. But the reason for those averages is the statistics you can see at the bottom of your screen. The checkouts, 4 from 17 and 3 from 12. It was scrappy on the outer ring, both players knowing the significance of that match in terms of progression. So, it is Andy Jenkins top, Gary Stone second in Group 1. Congratulations go to them for securing their places in the semi-finals. We know who's going through from Group 2. It's Matthew Edgar and Graham Usher. They'll be sorting out formalities as to who finishes top and second after the break. Time to dot the I's and cross the T's here at the Online Darts Live League. We know who's into the semi-finals. We just need to sort out the order as Edgar takes on Graham Usher. We know the scenario in Group 1. Congratulations to Andy Jenkins and Gary Stone for making it through. Jenkins topped the group.
Game on.
So he'll play in our first semi-final against Question Mark. Gary Stone was runner-up in Group 1. He will play semi-final number 2 against Question Mark. The winner of this match will take on Gary Stone in semi-final number 2.
137.
The loser of this match will take on Andy Jenkins in semi-final number 1. That is what we're sorting out in this particular dust-up.
96. 100.
Nice and straightforward. Don't have to worry about legs difference. Legs
58.
one. Don't have to worry about 9 dart shootouts. We know they're both through. It is just in what order.
100.
Of course, in the semi-finals,
59. Graham Newcar 164.
you have a 3 in 4 chance to qualify for Champions Week. We'll pop that on the back burner. We'll have that chat at the
132.
start of the
Matthew
second
Newcar
leg.
154.
Edgar's already treated us to one superb finish tonight.
60. Graham Newcar
127 in
32.
game. But Graham Usher wants double 8. Now double 4. For
Game
yet
shot on the
another
first leg.
efficient
Graham
15
Usher.
dart leg, and that is a break right at the very start of the match. Graham Usher
Something like
sets his
Graham to
stall
throw
out
first.
once
Game
again
on.
to lead 1-0 against Edgar, and is starting the second
140.
superbly, almost perfectly.
60.
We've seen Graham play some
100.
great stuff for the Live League, but I think this week has been his best week here. We've also
180.
seen some fantastic arrows fly from the right arm of Edgar this week.
121. 57. Graham Newcar 140.
Well, he hits these for fun within regulation.
100.
Perhaps there'd be a darting irony he could hit the finish, which he won't. We'll come back though for tops for 13
96. Graham Newcar 40.
dart leg to consolidate the break in the
Game
first.
shot on the second
Oh,
leg.
this is good.
Graham Usher.
This is good from Graham Usher. He is halfway towards securing top spot in
Third
Group
leg, Matthew
2,
to throw
and he's
first. Game
doing
on.
it in some style. Look at that, 107.36 average.
140. 59. 83.
15 followed by
137.
13 for Graham Usher in this match.
42.
As I say, I think this is the best consistently we've seen him here at the Live
55.
League.
60. 100.
Well, he'd love another treble.
100. Graham Newcar
Leave
150.
Favourable double 18 for him. He will come back though for
50.
76.
Matthew Newcar 76.
16 for tops.
Game shot on the
Gets it,
third leg.
And
Matthew
really
Edgar.
he needed to get it. He is back to 2-1 in this match. against Graham Usher.
Fourth leg, Graham to throw
It was
first. Game
only a
on.
hold in the end. This is the leg where Edgar has to attack against the darts.
60.
If he wants to finish top of Group 2.
57.
Reminder, after this game,
40.
we will take a about 10-minute break or so for the start of the semi-finals.
140.
And you wonder what the advantage is
140.
for the group winner. Well, they get to throw first in their semi-final. Andy Jenkins will get that luxury against whoever
95.
loses this match. Whoever wins this match will get that luxury in the second semi against Gary Stone.
57.
And then, for the third place playoff and the final, there will be a bull-up in the practice room.
99. 100. Matthew Ricard,
Looking more and
110.
more likely Graham Usher will have the darts in the first semi-final unless Edgar can take out this 110.
98. Graham
Back
Ricard,
onto double
104.
six, should he return, because Graham Usher has been hitting these for fun all week.
'61. Matthew Ricard, 12.
For the break back.
Game shot on the
And
fourth leg.
for
Matthew
2-2.
Edgar.
Matthew Edgar brings it back level, having lost the first two legs of this match, and
Looks
it
like
is
Matthew will throw
advantage
first.
prime
Game
time now, as he has the darts in the fifth. And you can see the averages are
43.
plateauing back to a levelish base, and that suits Edgar down to the ground.
140.
That suited Usher down to the ground, and he let us know about it.
136. 78. 100.
Well, the tide may well have
58.
turned in this particular match, because it is now advantage Edgar, you think.
58.
Or is that a slip? It could well be.
140. Matthew Ricard,
huge one.
164.
Especially as the 164 doesn't go.
100. Graham Ricard, 85.
20 or treble. Didn't even entertain
49. Matthew Ricard,
thoughts of going
64.
for the treble to lead double five. Edgar likes it around this region of the board. Double 16.
Game shot on the
He
fifth leg.
doesn't
Matthew
just
Edgar.
like that region of the board. He loves it. 16, 16, and the requisite double.
Six leg Graham to throw
And
first.
for the
Game
first
on.
time in this match, he is in front. And suddenly now
100.
Graham Usher is chasing.
121. 97.
It was a game he was in full control of, or you felt he was in full control of at 2-0.
100.
Especially the way he came out the traps. 15 followed by a 13.
60.
But Matthew Edgar, when given the opportunity, has taken it. And with
140.
darts like that, is presenting himself with more. 3 from 3 on the doubles, 100%.
40. Matthew Ricard, 140.
To finish in style.
100.
Handily set it up when he returns. This is for 13 of his own.
$81. Matthew require 40.
And so to have the Group 2 bragging rights.
Game shot in the
And
match.
Matthew Edgar will top Group 2 here at the Online Darts Live League. That is the tail of the tape. 90.45 average compared to Usher's 89.14. 4 from 5 on the checkouts, only missing one dart of the double right at the very end. So both players are through. Matthew Edgar will go through top. He will take on Gary Stone in the second semi-final. Graham Usher will be back to take on Andy Jenkins in the third semi-final. What we're going to do now at the Live League is we're going to take about a 10-minute break, give the players a little bit of a rest, gives you time to make yourself a cup of tea, get yourself some biscuits, and get yourself ready for the semi-finals, which will be with us in about 10 minutes' time. It'll be Andy Jenkins up against Graham Usher to start proceedings. And so, with the group stages finished, it is all about the knockouts here at the Online Darts Live League as finals night continues to heat up. It's time for our first semi-final between Andy Jenkins and Graham Usher. Victory for one of these two men, and they will be into Champions Week in a couple of weeks' time. The loser will get a second crack at glory via the third, fourth place
First leg is
playoff.
Andy to throw first.
Andy Jenkins will have the
Game
darts by virtue of winning Group 1. He beat Jared Cole 4-2 in the opening game of the night. Then he proceeded to lose 4-3 to Gary Stone, but because
44.
Cole beat Stone by 4 legs to 3, Jenkins went through top of the table on legs difference.
100.
Meanwhile, for Graham Usher, he beat Justin Smith 4-1, but was on the wrong end of the scoreline against Matthew Edgar.
58.
And so that is why he is in the first semi-final as runner-up of Group
100.
2. Edgar winning 4-2 in that final group game of the night.
46. 42. 97. 99.
That's Usher who gets himself down to the finish first against the darts.
81. Graham Yorkar 160.
Until he hit the final single one. I was going to say Jenkins is going to join him. However,
140.
yet another 140 for Graham Usher. He has been a specialist at hitting those this week. Puts him on 20 points after 15.
99. Graham Yorkar 20.
To take the opening leg.
Game
And he's
shot on
been
the first
so
leg.
good
Graham
at
Usher.
winning legs between 13 and 18 darts this week. And that's been thanks to his prolific 140 hitting.
Second leg, Graham
He is
to throw
1-0 up
first.
against
Game on.
Andy Jenkins. Breaks the flow. And has taken the initiative immediately in this opening semi-final.
100. 54.
The winner of this game will go through to Champions Week come what may. And with darts like that,
180.
is running towards it. Runner up in phase 3.
46.
Looking to go one better in phase 4. Well, he's got to qualify through first. If he does so,
100.
he'll join Robert Thornton, Gavin Carlin and Robert Owen, who won week 1. David Pallett,
43.
Josh Payne
Graham Yorkar
and Conan
121.
Whitehead, who won week 2. However, his immediate MO is the 1-2-1,
103.
which he just pulls the double 18 inside for a potential 12.
121. Graham Yorkar 18. Game
And
shot on the
once
second
again,
leg.
it's
Graham
between
Usher.
that 13 to 18 dart mark for Graham Usher. That has been his mark this week. He opens up a
Third leg,
2-0
Andy to throw
lead.
first.
He
Game
backed
on.
up the break in the first with a hold in the second, averaging bang on the ton. And at the minute,
55.
he is bang on the money.
99. 99. 60.
Well, Jenks has just got to find a spark. I was hoping
100.
that maybe a 180 would just do that for him.
123.
Free space is up for grabs in Champions Week, so as the 177 will
177.
most certainly spark him into life. Whoever's not successful in the semi-finals will get one last go in the third, fourth place playoff.
99. And you require 70.
Jenkins will be hoping he doesn't have to go down that well. 38 for 32.
38. Graham, you require 120.
His first start double. Usher wants Shanghai. And Jenkins will
100.
be back
And you require
for
32.
more darts at double. Double 16, 4 16.
Game
To
shot on the
just
third leg.
weather
Andy
the storm
Jenkins.
somewhat. Andy Jenkins is back in this match at 2-1.
Ball for Graham
A
to throw
much
first.
needed
Game
hold
on.
of throw. It's still very much in Graham Usher's hands.
100.
But Jenkins has just given himself something to cling on to.
96.
If he can get the break in this leg, well, we're back to as we were at the start.
58. 81. 140.
Yet another Graham Usher 140.
95. 97. 99. Graham, you require 106.
106 here for Usher to put himself a leg away from Champions Week. Once
Game
tops,
shot on the
gets
fourth
tops. That's
leg. Graham
superb from
Usher.
Graham Usher. Clinical once again on the doubles bed. Opens up a 3-1 lead
Fifth leg, Andy,
against
you throw
Andy
first. Game
Jenkins
on.
and is one leg away from the finishing line, from qualification,
96.
from Champions Week. And in the final, will have the chance to win the £2,000
41.
weekly bonus for winning the week. There's always an
79.
incentive here at the Online Darts Live League.
94.
196.32. It's going to take
89.
some performance in the final to stop him. And dare I say, it's going to take some performances at Champions Week to stop
24.
him, because that may be where Graham Usher is heading. Not to speak too soon,
140.
because Rocky will never give up without a fight. He's still got that bite, that bit between his teeth.
140. And you require 97.
Tops.
77.
Would have been for 3-2. He will come back for the double 10.
140. And you require
Usher
20.
cracks in back-to-back 140s to put this under team
Game
pressure.
shot on the fifth
But
leg.
Andy Jenkins will not succumb to it. He is still in this fight. You have to submit that knockout blow to be Andy Jenkins.
Graham to throw
Rocky is
first.
still
Game on.
upstanding at 3-2 down, but he is still in with a fighter's chance.
55. 140.
Are we seeing a sea change? Well, we're going to see Graham Usher's second max of the match. We can guarantee that.
96.
Averaging 98.44.
99.
But a two-trouble visit here for Andy Jenkins. Make life
93.
would have made life
Graham
in this
Newcastle,
leg very interesting, but
167.
Graham Usher had 6 from 167 to win the match.
97. 96. Graham Newcastle 70.
Match point. Champions Week point. 88. 4.
Game shot in
And
the
Graham
match.
Usher is the first man through to Champions Week in week 3. A 70 checkout on the 4. Finishes the job for the gambler. We will see him in a few weeks' time in Champions Week. Andy Jenkins will be back for the 3rd, 4th place player to try and secure his place at Champions Week. Let's have a look then at the tail of the tape for the match. A 97.47 average for Graham Usher. 4 out of 7 on the doubles. 57.14%. A high out of 106. Andy Jenkins, 84 average. 2 from 7 on the checkouts. He will be back shortly, though, for the 3rd, 4th place playoff. But congratulations to Graham Usher. He is through to Champions Week. And looking to join him will be Matthew Edgar and Gary Stone, who we will see in a couple of minutes' time. two group winners now vie for the ultimate prize here at the Online Darts Live League. That is a spot at Champions Week, and that is what awaits either Matthew Edgar or Gary Stone. The winner will go through to Champions Week. Gary Stone went through by the skin of his teeth from Group 1. Although he lost his second game 4-3 to Jared Cole, Cole had to win 4-2 or better. Because Cole won, he came second in the group, which means he takes on Matthew Edgar. Who
First leg is Matthew
Top
to
the
throw
group.
first.
in
Game
a
on.
shootout against Graham Usher, 1-4-2. Winning is a feeling
100.
he has known and tasted all week. In Group C, he won 8 out of 10 matches.
45.
Talking about domination of groups, Gary Stone in Group A on Tuesday and Wednesday
60.
played 10-1-9. These are two bona fide
100.
winners this week going toe to toe. There's only one space right now at Champions Week.
60.
The loser will have to go back to the well and take on Andy Jenkins in a winner-takes-all battle.
59.
Whoever does go through will guarantee a spot at Champions Week. Will take on Graham Usher in the weekly final for the £2,000
58.
weekly winners bonus.
$85.
And this first leg, pretty much as you'd expect, not much to separate these two.
137.
But that could put the cats amongst the pigeons there for Matthew Edgar.
121. Matthew require 86.
Well, that single one was a bit of a disaster dart, wasn't it?
38. Gary require 91.
Surprised he didn't go treble 15 tops, but that's the way Edgar likes it. Stone wants 91. Well, he went double 17 for tops.
31. Matthew require
It's
48.
an okay tack, unless you miss it the wrong side of the wire. Matthew Edgar loves this part of the
Shot on the
board.
first leg,
Loves it
Matthew
even
Edgar.
more. Clean kill on the 48 to take the opening leg of the match. Single, double.
Second leg, Gary to throw first. Game on.
Thank you very much.
60.
Edgar
100.
did tease us of a 9 early on tonight. He got 7 darts in. Johnny Haynes
96.
on Thursday afternoon missed double 12 for it. We haven't seen a 9 darter
93.
at the Live League this year. We saw 6 last year. 2 from James Richardson, 2 from Martin Adams.
81.
The most famous of which James hit against his son, Josh. I'm sure gets reminded
134.
about that at dinner every single night.
140.
Well, Matthew Edgar leads 174, which is perhaps ironic because the man spotting for us this
98.
evening at the
Gary
Live
Lucar,
League is
124.
Anthony Dundas, who made the call so famous.
56. Matthew Lucar, 76.
I won't do an impression. I've upset him enough this evening by getting the dinner reservation wrong. Well, Matthew Edgar is doing
56.
almost
Gary Lucar,
everything
68.
right in this match, apart from hit that double for a 2-0 lead. Double 4 for Gary Stone. 2s.
Game shot on the second
And
leg.
Gary Stone is back level at 1 apiece. There is no separating these two thus far. What will give
Third leg,
in leg
Matthew
3, I
to throw
wonder.
first. Game on. 60.
Those the match averages thus far. 82.26
58.
for Matthew Edgar. 76.92 for Gary Stone.
100. 100. 58. 43. 60.
Has that just opened the door a little bit for Gary Stone? That's 60. It will if he can hit another.
134.
Okay, he's left 166, but unless Edgar hits a biggie, which he might do,
99.
it's a leg up in the offing. Well, it's definitely advantage Stone now.
126. Matthew Ricard, 124.
He's himself tops unless Edgar can take this out. Wow, it's just strayed the wrong side.
84.
He was trying to ensure
40.
the single 14. Now, usually when it strays into the 11, it's because they've gone for the treble.
Game
Gary
shot on
Stone
the
won't
third
care.
leg.
He's
Gary
picked up the
Stone.
pieces and gets a breaker throw. He leads 2-1 against Matthew Edgar. He is halfway towards Champions
Fourth leg,
Week.
Gary to throw first. Game on. $100. 91.
Reminder, the winner will go through to the weekly final, Phase 4 Week 3 final. With Graham Usher
140.
awaits. 2 of the 3 group winners will be in the weekly final. Graham Usher won Group B.
100.
Matthew Edgar won Group C. Gary Stone winning Group A.
91.
It shows no matter what the format is, the cream will rise to the top. And they usually do it with darts like that.
125.
Maybe not the
Gary
last
Ricard,
one.
170.
To net the big fish. We'll never know if he went for the bull.
98. 87. Gary Ricard, 72.
Go down for the 16s. I can guarantee he didn't want that 7. 15. For the little red bit.
47.
And he's not far away.
Matthew Ricard, 98.
And so 98 for Matthew Edgar to get that break back. It did
Game
sneak
shot on the
in.
fourth
That
leg.
double
Matthew
9 is
Edgar.
definitely in. And Matthew Edgar gets the break back. We are back level at 2 apiece. The pendulum is swinging in
This
this
leg,
match.
Matthew to throw
One
first.
way,
Game
then
on.
the other. What will leg 5 bring for us? Well, you can hardly separate them on the metric of legs.
140.
Hardly separate them on the metric of the averages. Although Matthew Edgar's 140 brings his average up to above 88. Gary Stone at 85.93. One more and they'll be level. In terms of the doubles, Edgar 2 from 3, Stone 2 from 4.
100.
Hard to prize these two apart at the minute.
180.
However, the opening max of the match from Gary Stone has put it in prime position to break prime time.
60.
And it'd be for the third consecutive throw. Third consecutive breaker throw, should I say, in this match.
60.
But the 60 just opens up the door again for Matthew Edgar.
93. Gary Ricard, 121.
Triple 17. Would have left him a dart at the bull.
97. Matthew Ricard 108.
But this one away has to go, and this is just for a hold.
56. Gary Ricard 24.
So huge moments in this match. Gary Stone, 13 dart breaker throw was double 12, now double 6. And has missed
12.
3 darts
Matthew Ricard
for a
52.
3-2 lead. And Edgar can step in
Game shown on the
and
fifth
will
leg.
step
Matthew
in.
Edgar.
Last dart in hand on the double 16. And prime time now is the one who is within touching distance of Champions Week. One
Sixth leg,
leg
Gary to throw
away
first. Game
from
on.
the final. 3-2 up. Gary Stone with the darts in the 6th.
100.
Should remind you that after this game we will take another little 10-minute break.
93.
The players at time just have a little bit of a cool down. Then we'll bull up our remaining
96.
matches. And then we shall play to a finish. To a winner.
134.
We'll know who goes through to Champions Week, and we'll know who'll win the £2,000 weekly
98.
bonus prize. Both of these men are still in the running for it.
81.
Advantage Stone in this leg. Very much so now.
137.
Leaves himself 70 after 12. These last 2 legs for Stoney have been really good.
105. Gary Ricard 70.
Tops. 10s.
Game shot on the sixth
And it
leg.
will be
Gary
a
Stone.
one-leg shootout to determine who goes through to Champions Week and meet Graham
Seventh
Usher
and final leg.
in
Matthew
the
to throw
week
first. Game
3
on.
final. Importantly, it is Matt Edgar who has the
96.
darts. This game has gone to and fro.
59. 98.
Andy Jenkins and Graham Usher will know their respective
59.
opponents in about 2 minutes' time. Might be less. With darts like this. What a time
180.
to put in your first max of the match. To put him
99. Matthew
127
Ricard 127.
points away from the final. He's already hit this once tonight.
95.
He was never, ever go for the bullseye there. He's already treated us to it once.
41. Matthew Ricard 32.
But for 13 dart leg and to book his place into Champions Week,
16.
3 darts have come and gone for that honour. He will come back for 3 more.
84. Matthew Ricard 16.
6 more if he wants it. Double 4.
Game
And
shot on the
Matthew
match.
Edgar is through to Champions Week, and prime time giving us the prime celebration in front of the cameras. He is through. He knows he's through. An 87.63 average, 4 from 10 on the checkouts, a high out of 98 for Gary Stone. 87.08, 3 from 9 on the checkouts, 33.33%. 70 was his highest checkout. And he's going to take on Andy Jenkins in the 3rd, 4th place playoff, whilst Matt Edgar is going to take on Graham Usher for the 2nd time tonight for the week 3 of Phase 4 Glory. But we're going to take a 10-minute break, and when we return, we are going to see Gary Stone up against Andy Jenkins to secure the 3rd and final spot this week at Champions Week. some may argue this is the biggest game of the night, as it is the third, fourth placed playoff for the final spot tonight at Champions Week, as Andy Jenkins renews rivalries with Gary Stone. Only one of these two men can make their way through to Champions Week at the start of July. Remember, one more week after this and then Champions Week. You have to be in to win. Only one of them will be. Congratulations to Graham Usher and Matthew Edgar, who have claimed their spots.
First flag is Andy to
They'll
throw
meet
first.
in the final after the conclusion of this match. Andy Jenkins will have the darts in this game. And unlike other matches we've seen this week, where it automatically is designated
67.
to the player on the left-hand side or for group seedings, positionings, this was a straight bull-off in the practice room to determine the throw.
45.
Andy Jenkins won that. And so we'll have the luxury of throwing first in legs 1, 3, 5, and should we get there, 7. How important it will be, we are about
95.
to find out. Just a reminder, if you have just joined us here and you want to know the lineup for next week, Group
85.
A will see Ian Conterman, Connor Hennigan, Davy Prusen, Gian Van Veen, Nathan Gervin and Thibaut Tricol in Group A. Group
58.
B will consist of Chaz Barstow, James Richardson and Mike Gillett. Whereas Group C will see Kai Van Lung, Rhys Hayden and Scott Walters
58.
in action. Nice little mix of players there.
86.
These two are looking to join Robert Thornton, David Pallett, Gavin Carlin, Josh Payne.
44.
And the two weekly winners, Robert Owen and Conan Whitehead, in Champions Week in a few weeks. That's the prize on offer.
83.
One
Andy
game just to
O'Connor,
put
164.
everything out and see what it amounts to.
59. Gary O'Connor, 134. $98. Andy O'Connor, 105.
So 105 for the hold of throw. It is still on, but it's not now. So Gary Stone will come back for
69.
double
Gary
18
O'Connor, 36.
to break the throw in the opening leg.
Game shot in the
And
first
does
leg.
get
Gary
that break
Stone.
of throw, and how crucial will that be in the destiny of Gary Stone here at the online darts live
Looking like
league?
Gary to throw
1-0 up,
first.
break of
Game on.
throw, 3 more legs away from making Champions Week.
64.
It's the first time for Gary Stone here at the live league in 2022, and come what may, it's been a fantastic
15.
week. Dominated Group A. 9 wins from 10. It takes some doing. And is setting his stall out in this particular match. Mind, these two played each other earlier
98.
in Group 1. Stone got the better of Jenkins by 4 legs to 3. Average of
60.
a ton as well for Gary Stone.
$28.
And looks as if he may well be racing into a 2-0 lead.
78. $44. Gary Lucar, 119.
A disgruntled look on the face of Rocky. As frustrated as anyone. It's been a long week. He's been here since Tuesday morning, 9:30.
81.
There's a lot of darts thrown. And there's some tired ones being thrown here from both players. I mean, Gary Stone
41.
38
Gary
after
Lucar,
15 isn't a bad
38.
return. And goes
Game
straight
shown on
forward
the
and
second
gets the
leg, Gary
double.
Stone.
Sometimes he splits in around that region, but was afforded the luxury of time, so went straight for the double 19, hit the double 19, and he is halfway to Champions
Gandhi
Week.
to throw first. Game on. $82.
One final push for both players. Don't have to
96.
play again after this.
$97.
For Gary Stone, it's a flight back to Scotland tomorrow morning.
134.
Andy Jenkins, it'll be a return back to Portsmouth.
140.
Probably be sharing the same route back,
98.
and Andy Jenkins tonight.
$50. $99. Andy Ricard 132.
To spark him into life.
$92. Gary Ricard 74.
It's not coming easy at the minute for Rocky. And Gary Stone, credit to him, is taking full advantage. Tops.
54.
That would have been for 3-0.
Andy
But
Ricard 40.
get himself on the board to bring the arrears back to 2-1. He wants tops.
Game
And
shown
gets
the
tops.
third leg.
And Andy Jenkins is still in this match. He's been made to work for everything so far, but he's back to 2-1, back within a fighter's chance. But Gary Stone has the darts in the fourth to open up a potential 3-1 lead.
140. $125. $97. $96. $94.
Leaves himself on the big fish. Looks like he won't need to take it out now.
77.
take it out.
Gary Ricard 170.
Although that first dart is a nice marker, as you can see.
134.
Moved across to the treble 18, which he duly got to leave the requisite double for a 13 dart leg.
96. Gary
And
Ricard
Gary
36.
Stone may well be within a leg of qualification. Double 9. Goes inside. Now, what will he do?
28.
Goes
Andy
to the single
Ricard
one to leave double
107.
4. Jenkins back on 107. Well, this would be...
Game shown
Well,
the
okay.
fourth leg. Andy Jenkins.
Okay, Rocky. Who expected that to happen? Treble 19 bull. Why not?
Fifth leg Andy to throw first. Game on.
I was fully expecting single 18
45.
for double 16. That caught us all
60.
unaware. We saw it earlier at the PDC Women's Series.
46.
And on the subject of the Women's Series, congratulations to Lorraine Winstanley and Lisa Ashton
100.
for winning today's events. Whilst for Dimitri van den Berg, he is the Dutch master. Congratulations to him. That's back-to-back
55.
World Series crowns now for the Dreammaker. We'll find out who wears the crown of the Live League in our next game between Graham Usher and Matt Edgar for
41.
week 3. But the prerogative for us here right now is to see who will join the Champions Week crowd.
97. 140.
Gary Stone keeps throwing darts like that. It will be him.
134.
Andy Jenkins
Gary
will throw darts like that.
160.
It could well be him. Oh, that's
80.
slightly unlucky.
Andy Ricard 124.
Terrible time for Robin Hood. Triple 18. Leaves himself.
92. Gary Ricard
I thought that was
80.
in. They would have left himself a dart at the ball, which you know he would have taken. 20 for tops. Tops.
60.
Big
Andy
dart
Ricard
missed.
32.
Big dart missed, and Jenkins can step in. And he will
Game shot
step
on the
in.
fifth leg.
And
Andy
Rocky
Jenkins.
is just one leg away from qualification for Champions Week. He was 2-0 down on this match. He is now
Sixth leg, Gary to throw
3-2 up
first. Game on.
and is the favourite to join the illustrious list of names who will be playing for the biggest of big
100.
prizes in a couple of weeks' time. $6,000 for the overall winner of the phase.
85. 140.
Who's darts this from Gary Stone? He knows his back's against the ball, the back's against the wall a little bit now.
100. 49. 100.
Advantage Stone in this leg. Very much so now. To leave himself 32.
180. 96. Gary Ricard 32.
For a 13 dart leg and to send us all the way.
Game shot
He
on the
nails
sixth leg. Gary
double
Stone.
16. And so, for the final place at Champions Week in week 3 here of phase 4.
Final leg. Andy to throw first. Game
Both
on.
players are 501 points away. It's a one-leg shootout to decide the final face. That will join
60.
Graham Usher and Matthew Edgar into Champions Week.
83.
Last week we saw Conan Whitehead, who didn't play any live league stuff in 2022, get there.
180.
But Andy Jenkins is trying to ensure Gary Stone will not enjoy the same fate.
59.
He's 261 points away.
93.
We'll have 6 darts come what may.
97.
So how can you square up, Andy?
140.
Leaves double 14 after 12. Not much you can do about that against the darts
80. Andy Ricard 28.
to claim the final spot at Champions Week this week. Double 7.
Game
And
shot
it
and the
is
match.
play
Andy Jenkins.
up, Rocky. He claims the third and final spot this week into Champions Week. He comes back from 2-0 down to beat Gary Stone 4-3, 81.663 dart average, 4 out of 7 on the doubles, 57.14% checkout ratio, a high out of 107 as well. So congratulations to Andy Jenkins. We will be seeing you at Champions Week. We know Graham Usher and Matthew Edgar are also going to be there, but who will claim the £2,000 bonus for winning the week? We'll find out after this short break. Time to see who takes home the glory here at the Online Darts Live League as we have reached the final of week 3 of phase 4, and we're going to see Graham Usher up against Matthew Edgar to see who will take home the £2,000 weekly prize. These two are the winners of Group C and Group B respectively. Edgar doing the job on Thursday and Friday morning. Usher was the man of Thursday and Friday night. Both are through to Champions Week. But who can claim the bonus? The Brucey bonus. £2,000. Not bad for a Saturday night's work. These two did pull off in the practice room. Matthew Edgar will throw first.
First leg is Matthew to throw first.
Best
Game
of
on.
7 legs for £2,000. But more importantly for them, the weekly glory. They know they're both through to Champions Week.
84.
But it's a badge of honour to call yourself a weekly champion. To call yourself the best player in the
180.
field. And it's darts like that which is seeing Graham Usher rise to the top.
80.
Matthew Edgar came close to treating us to a 9-darter earlier on this evening. Graham Usher will not give us something similar in this
60.
opening leg.
$55.
Both have been playing bits on the PDC Pro Tour recently.
125.
Matthew Edgar played last week in Niedhausen. Lost 6-1 in the first round to Nathan
96.
Aspinall, who had
Graham Youkar,
102.94
136.
average. As Usher goes to the 136. Made it through game 1 of the next day
60.
at Players' Championship 17 before going out to Simon Whitlock. Recent World Cup winner.
100. Graham Youkar, 76.
But with a prize being the
Game
weekly
shot on the
win,
first leg.
Graham
Graham
Usher breaks the throw in the opening leg. We have a 76
Second leg,
checkout.
Graham to throw first. Game on.
Last start in hand on the double 8 to lead 1-0.
81.
Both players dominated their respective groups. Both came
60.
top of them as a consequence. So perhaps it's fitting
100.
we're seeing these two in the final.
$100. $140.
Yes, yet another 140 for Graham Usher.
$59.
Who himself played in both the Pro Tour days in Niedhausen last week. Lost
44.
6-5 to Richie Edhouse on day 1 before going out 6-3 to Mickey Mansell on day 2.
60. Graham Youkar, 136.
Can he net the 136? Unlucky.
96.
A finish you'd actually fancy him to get because he loves the treble 20 segment and he's enjoyed it around double 16 and double 8 the last couple of days.
100. Graham Youkar, 40.
Tops will do
Game shot on the
because
second
he
leg. Graham
hits it
Usher.
and opens up a 2-0 lead and is halfway towards securing weekly glory here at the Online Darts
Third
Live
leg,
League.
Matthew to throw first. Game on.
Averaging 96.97. This is superb.
140.
That's superb as well for Matt Edgar.
140.
Yet another Graham Usher 140.
96.
Reminder, the action returns Tuesday 9:30 here on Sporty Stuff TV.
99.
Week 4, Phase 4. A really good looking lineup as well. Do tune in to us for that.
133.
We'll then find out who will play at Champions Week in full the week after.
115. Matthew Ricard, 132.
132 for Edgar. We saw Usher hit this yesterday to win the last leg of his last
86.
match.
Graham Ricard, 147.
But Usher won't pop the 147.
131. Matthew Ricard, 46.
46 for Matthew Edgar. 32. Another player likes it down here.
Game shot on the third
And
leg.
really
Matthew
does
Edgar.
enjoy it down there. Gets himself back in the match at 2-1. He's going to have to find a break at some point.
Fourth leg, Graham to throw first. Game on.
Having been broken in the opening leg. But he's got that first one on the board. The first
121.
chalk. Still in the match. But this could be a crucial leg.
60. 100. 100.
Well, congratulations to Andy Jenkins for winning the third fourth place playoff against Gary Stone at the last leg decider.
140.
We'll see him in a couple of weeks' time. As these two gentlemen.
99. Graham Ricard, 140.
6 darts and 140 for Graham Usher, his favourite number on the dartboard.
60. 58. Graham Ricard, 80.
To put himself one away. Another single for tops.
60.
Just underneath. Edgar can only apply pressure.
100. Graham
That's
Ricard,
some.
20.
Double 5.
Game shot on
Pinned.
the fourth leg. Graham Usher.
Didn't want to be messing about there. Doesn't mess about there. And Graham Usher is one leg away from securing week 3 glory here at the Live League.
First. Game on.
It is within touching distance now.
93.
The task for Matt Edgar is simple. He has to win the lot. Having just under a ton. Well, it's going to go up now.
125.
It will creep above.
42. 135.
Great leg against the darts. 2 for 1 after
59.
6. And is in huge control.
85.
Even with that slip into the single 5. Unless
99.
the
Graham
lot.
Ricard, 156.
hit another treble. 6 darts on 156. He may do it now.
100.
Was considering his options. Decided to stay there.
140. Graham Ricard, 56.
For week 3 glory.
Game
The
shot in the
gambler
match and the winner
has
of this
played
week's online
his
darts live
cards
league.
right.
Graham Usher.
From the beginning of Thursday night to now, Graham Usher has been outstanding and is the week 3 champion with a ton plus average. 4 of 7 on the checkouts, 57.14% that equates to. 76 high out for Matthew Edgar, 86.9 average, 1 from 1 on the checkouts, 100% ratio high out of 46. He is through to Champions Week, as is Graham Usher and Andy Jenkins, but it is the gambler who is the weekly winner. Well, we've had a fantastic week here at the Online Darts Live League. I really do hope that you've enjoyed it at home, wherever you've been tuning in to us from. We're going to be back on Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. to see week 4 of Phase 4. I hope you can join us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care and bye-bye for now.